This is the
Mouth coming to you today with a video about retirement. I was speaking with someone that I know, and she had asked me, how much would you think someone would need to put away to be able to retire at age 45 in this day and age? And I gave her an email response, and I'm just going to read it. Because I decided it might be useful for those who don't have, any general idea. It's going to vary from person to person depending on their lifestyle and cost of it, along with their cash flow, what their cash flow is to retire at a specific time. Don't have enough cash flow, then they need to figure out how to get more of it to reach their retirement goal. And everyone's cost of living is different. So the best way I can answer that is to say a person would want to, number one, determine what their monthly cost of living is. Should include desires and not just your needs, and multiply it by 12 months. That's 1 year. Number two, determine when they want to retire. This person gave the age 45. Your retirement age may be different. So, two, you would want to determine when you want to retire. Three, determine how many years you expect to remain in retirement status so that you can remain retired for the rest of your life. Or some people may want to retire for a certain amount of time and then end up going back to the workforce. So if that's the case, just determine how many years you expect to remain in retirement status. Okay. 4, calculate how many years you have remaining until your desired age of retirement. 5, multiply number 1 by number 3 and divide that number by number 4, and that will give you a general idea of what you could be putting away each year towards your retirement goal. And then you can break that figure down by month, week, or day to see what it calculates in those time frames. And obviously a person can put and probably should put away more money whenever possible, whatever it takes to ensure that you are good to go by the time you retire. This is just a guideline and a minimum at best. So I might make a spreadsheet, if I do, it'll be put in the description below. But as of right now, I don't have a spreadsheet ready. But so one more thing I wanted to add before I go is that just to use myself as an example, some years ago, I learned that I could live very comfortably off of about $15,000 a year. A lot of that has to do with the fact that I've lived each day as my last, and so that didn't leave much to retirement. A lot of people wait until retirement to start living their lives, traveling the world, getting, cars and houses and stuff like that. But that's not the case with me. So it really depends on your desires and how you lived your life prior to retiring, which is going to be a huge factor in how you live and the cost of your living when you retire. So like I said, for me, because of how I lived, living each day as if it were my last, basically not waiting until retirement to start living, my cost of living in retirement, I can live very comfortably off of $15,000 a year. Now, obviously, that would change. Let's say, for example, if you are single and you're not with anyone, or you end up meeting someone who has kids and stuff like that, or just meet someone, you're going to probably want to increase, you're going to want to, depending on the type of person you are, you're going to want to increase that cost of living to accommodate them if you're the kind of person who is a provider. But that's just to give an example. So that is it, and I'll close this out right now. Just something to consider. All right, bye.
This is The mouth.
Coming at you from ATX, doing it like I do it here.
The mouth.
Make sure you subscribe now. Thumbs up a video if it makes you happy, and I appreciate all of my wonderful